welcome to Fraziled with Rob. Today, my special guest is
Tom Southall. Thomas.
Tom. Do you prefer Tom or Thomas?
When I try to be professional, it's Thomas, but most of the time it's just Tom. So.
I never try to be professional. If I tried, people would probably call me Robert, but nah.
And you know you're
what's
in
the
trouble.
what's the point, right?
Yeah.
Well, Tom, you're this is your second year at Cypress.
Yep.
What brought you to Cypress High School?
Well, after teaching for 29 years in Colorado, and I got remarried in 2020. My wife lived in Kaysville, so got married and moved up to Kaysville, and was fortunate enough to get the call from you and Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler Garcia for a business position.
And moved out here and been enjoying it. Very similar to Colorado. Some things are legal in Colorado that aren't out here, but
things are a lot of fun out here.
You've always been involved with extracurricular activities. Did you play sports and stuff when you were in school?
Yeah, grew up in a large family, 8 kids in my family. And,
so you clearly did wrestling at home and boxing.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And so grew up playing sports and played trumpet in the band, in the pit bands for the musicals, and played football, basketball, ran track, wrestled in middle school. So yeah, that was one of the things I enjoyed about school, was being involved with the extracurricular activities and sports, and I enjoy coaching and I've done a lot of coaching, and so.
And you coach here at Cypress?
Yeah, I've coached track last year, and looking forward to that again this winter and spring, and great way to get to know students, outside of the classroom.
One of the things I noticed is you like to participate in a lot of things at the school, and on Halloween, you had a very interesting costume, which I don't have it right here, but they'll see it on the screen. Tell us about your choice of costume.
Well, that was my my crocodile hunter outfit, and rest in peace, old Steve Irwin. But I've always enjoyed making light of the fact that I only have one hand and I've got a stub arm, and I grew up wearing my hook, my prosthetic arm, and so I grew up with the nickname of Captain Hook. And so I figured I've always got a favorite character I can dress up as, if Captain Hook, but then came up with the crocodile hunter one. So
were you born with one hand?
Yeah, it was a congenital birth defect. Do you have a marker?
I have a pen.
You have a pen. So on my stub, I used to have some little fingers right in here.
You're drawing all over your arm.
I had fingers on my stub, and then have you ever? I'm sure you've peeled potatoes with the potato peeler.
Don't tell me that you peeled off your fingers with a potato peeler.
I took a big chunk of skin off right here on this side, and then I had a stubby finger, kind of a thumb on this side. So that's kind of how I grew up. Was
now look, it looks like a face. You got eyes in a mouth.
This is my Mr. Bill. If you remember
Mr. Bill.
Mr. Bill. Hello, boys and girls. So I would always put a puppet show on for my nieces and nephews, and
so you would write on it and do that.
Yeah, I did it in one of my classes a couple weeks ago, and the kids were just looking at me, kind of going.
Well, first, they wouldn't know Mr. Bill.
Yeah, they didn't know who Mr. Bill was.
They're just looking at you like, this guy's weird.
This guy is weird. So.
Tom, you know what time it is?
It's probably, is it Fraziled time?
It's time for Rapid Fire with Kris.
All right.
Oh, okay. You've seen some of these before.
Yes, that's how I got to know quite a bit of people in the
Let me
building.
turn this. So the way this works is Kris has 1 minute to see how quickly you answer these questions. He will score you and tell you if you win or if you lose to the game today. Okay, here we go. You got 1 minute. It's rapid fire with Kris.
Favorite rest stop in America?
Rest stop would be on I-70 outside of Glenwood Springs.
Least favorite thing to do? Least favorite thing about winter?
Shoveling snow.
Favorite thing to clean up?
Spaghetti pans after cooking.
That's your favorite thing to do? You just love?
Yes.
Do you like?
My wife's a great cook.
So it's your favorite because that means she made spaghetti, or you just like the process of cleaning pans?
Well, I like to clean. I like working in the kitchen, but the smell and tomatoes of spaghetti is
Least favorite thing about the Broncos?
that they have to play the Raiders.
Ooh, that's for you, Trey.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson or John Elway today?
Today, probably John Elway still.
Oh, what is he? What is he about? Like 60 or something?
Yeah, he's a little bit older than me.
Username and password?
Yes.
Best place to hide on campus?
Under my desk.
It's like the episode of Seinfeld with George when he's working. I think it was when he's working for the Yankees, and he has like that whole thing under his desk.
Make your favorite animal sound. What do you say when your computer doesn't work?
Oh, Fraziled.
What's in your fridge?
Upstairs, we're not supposed to have them, but 3 bottles of water, so I don't drink school water.
What? School water's good for you. You should all drink school water.
Faculty member you would like to be stranded with on a deserted island.
Wow, this is awkward.
This will be fun.
Yeah, Telford, and Southall together on a deserted island.
Yeah.
I have one more question for you.
Okay.
One more question. I get to add this one. If you ever win the belt, will you guarantee me a rematch?
The champion deserves a rematch if they get dethroned.
That's a great answer. You automatically win just for telling Telford he has a chance. What are a couple of things you like to do for fun, Tom?
Like to be out hiking and skiing. I grew up in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, which is kind of like Park City, a big ski resort, and didn't ski until I graduated from high school because our basketball coach said no skiing during basketball season. Travel, go to restaurants. My wife likes to go to a lot of the diners, drive-ins, and dives. So we go to restaurants a lot, and eat good food and cook good food.
What have you enjoyed most about Cypress in your stay here so far?
Well, like today at our pep assembly today, there's a lot of pep in the pep assemblies, and so that's fun just to for the students to get involved, but the teachers to get involved.
Yeah, that was cool that now they're incorporating teachers in it. I think it's great for students to see their teachers doing that. I think they enjoy that, but I also think it's fun for them.
Yeah, to let the kids know that teachers are regular, or they were regular people when they were in high school, and
they're not now, but they were.
But we were back in the good old days.
It's been a great talking to you. This has been Fraziled with Rob and Tom.